Hello, I'm Susana Guerrero. I work in the food industry, and today I'm going to give a tutorial about standards and regulations in products. So, for introduction, the World Trade Organization recognized technical regulations, which are mandatory measures enforceable by law, and technical standards, which are voluntary measures. Both technical standards and regulation specify that a product must have certain characteristics of the certain processes that must be followed in the manufacture of the product in order to qualify for selling it. So, an example of product standard is a product definition that means that the products are required to be what they claim to be. For example, if you're selling almond flour, it has to be made by almonds. And actually, in certain parts of the world, there are laws that establish the ingredients that a certain product must have. For example, in Germany, that laws by beer. And now talking about process standards, an example of this is that it's prohibited to make products with prison labor. And for consumers, there's association that it's called the Nutrition Labeling and Education Act that it became effective on 1993, and it contains the nutrition labeling and that stuff, so consumers are sure of what they are consuming. Another example of a voluntary standard is the ISO 9000 that that is a method of quality assurance by which companies became certified. So if you just see a factory that has that standard, you can be sure that it's a high quality product that you're buying. And there's a food legislation comprised that it set the rules in the food industry. And so here in Mexico, we have the official Mexican standards that control the product and safety of food. Number one is the NOM 120 SSI1 in 1994, that it talks about goods and services in the sanitization, the process of food and beverages, and the NOM 093 SSA1 1994, that it talks about the sanitization practice in the preparation of the food in fixed establishments. And these standards focus on sanitary control and good manufacturing, sanitization, and in like restaurants, food stores, factories. And well, that's all. I hope that when you work at these places, you take in mind reading the food legislation so you can sell the product that you make.